Alrighty, what is up everybody? My name is Minivolved and welcome to the channel. This is a very unusual type of video for me. So, I guess just sit back and enjoy because I want to talk about my experience at Anime North. For those who don't know, Anime North it's an anime convention that happens once every year uh, in Toronto. So, um, you know, it's a pretty cool spot. It's gotten pretty big over the years, kind of deal. So, um, yeah, I was definitely happy to go. It was the first time I've ever been to Anime North. Not the first time I've been to a convention, but the first time at that one, and my first time in Toronto in quite a number of years because I really don't like going to Toronto for any reason if I can help it. But I digress. That's a whole different um, story. Anyway, so I went to Anime North last week. It would be if with any luck this will be coming out on June 2nd. I can words. And that would have been a week ago from that day. So I went on May 26th. I also went with Simon Oma, who came to chill for the week. So I will tag his channel in the description. He's got a video that should be coming out on the same day as this one, where he talked about his time at Anime North as well. So a lot of the stuff is going to be like kind of the same, but just different perspectives. I thought I'd make my own video about it. So yeah, um, our day. It was a great day. So we had a lot of stuff that we did. We didn't do like it was a lot for us, right? We spent a lot of time at the vendor hall just getting some food and stuff like that. It was mainly me. I got plushies and a pride pin because there was a pride store there and that made me happy. It was, for those who want to know, it was rainbow certified. If I remember, I will link. Where's my pin? Where is it? I had a pin. I'll put pictures up on screen. I'm just looking for the pin to hold in real life because it's a cool little pin. Anyway, I'm gonna try not to like ramble too much about my day because my last attempt was like over half an hour long, and I don't want it to be that long. Um, so yeah, we spent a good amount of time in the vendors hall looking for stuff. We were trying to find Bleach merchandise there. They didn't really have a ton that Simon was looking for specifically. He was looking for like Uryu figures and stuff. Um, Either that or Danganronpa stuff, which we didn't find very much of either, which was unfortunate. But there was a ton of cool stuff there besides plushies and figures and stuff. Like there's like prop swords and all kinds of other stuff. It was really really cool. Um, Simon and I had like literally planned out where we were going. Like we literally printed off, or Simon printed off like a the map and made it bigger so that we could actually see it. And I literally just took a pen and marked off, okay, here's where this booth is, here's where this booth is, this is where we're gonna go, kind of thing. So that was very helpful because it was extremely crowded, and I, without that help, I would have been very much, uh, far more overwhelmed than I was because I was definitely overwhelmed at first. We definitely needed a couple of breaks, but um, definitely some highlights of our visit was number one, and I feel the need to mention this as I do tend to bring up accessibility and stuff a lot on this channel, was the con aid staff. The people there that were designed or that were tasked, not designed. I guess the aid program was designed to help people with disabilities and make their con experience significantly less shitty than it would be otherwise. They did an amazing job. There were a few people that didn't pick up on the fact that Simon and I were blind right away, but uh, as soon as that got figured out, um, things went extremely smoothly. And I do mean it like took them like literally a second or two to realize. Like we would be like, "Hey, can you help us find where, say, the bathrooms are or whatever?" And they'd be like, "Oh yeah, you got to go through like this hall and go down here or whatever." And I'd be like, "Okay, so uh we can't see. Can you like help guide us over there?" That'd be super helpful. And they were like, oh shit, yeah, oops, our bad. Um, so that was a whole thing. But they were great. They were great overall. So like honestly, I cannot complain. There was like one instance where someone tried to stop us going through a door and they didn't realize that having the disability pass meant that you could go through any door, but they insisted, they doubled down. But thankfully someone else was there going like, "Hey, so they're good. It's all good." We also got lunch there. That was cool. Other highlight was the fact that we got to meet Derek Stephen Prince. For those have been, for those that have been, I can talk, hanging out on my Discord for a while, you'll know that we've been having weekly Bleach watch parties where we've just been. I'm like slurring so much today. I don't know what the deal is. We've been watching Bleach, the entire series. We're on like season 13 now, so we've been going through quite a bit of it. Um, One of our favorite actors, especially Simon's favorite actor, Derek Stephen Prince, voices Uryu in in Bleach, and uh, you know, we decided that we were gonna go because one, he was gonna be there, and conventions are cool. So first thing we did in our day was actually go meet him. He was very very excited to meet Simon because they've been messaging and chatting every now and then. I'd sometimes chime in on his live streams, but you know, it was definitely Simon was the person that that he knew. So he like as soon as he sees Simon, it's like Simon. So he was very excited. So we got a copy of uh, Simon had an audiobook that he had purchased that Steve had narrated. It's called Simon Says. It was written by Brian Thomas Schmidt. I remembered, um, and it's a good book. I highly recommend you look it up, audio or not. Good book. Anyway, Steve did the narration for the audiobook, and Simon had a couple copies of that. So he got one signed, and he gifted the other copy to Steve because he'd yet to even receive it, kind of thing. And he really, really appreciated that. And we actually got a picture taken with him that I got included in. It was really funny because, he's focusing on Simon because Simon's the one that paid for the picture and signature and everything. And also, they were just chatting and having a good time. And I was just chilling. I was just playing support. And when he's doing the picture, or right before we were doing the picture, he's like, "So, do you want to be included in the picture? Do you want to do like a Steve sandwich type thing?" I thought that was amusing, and I agreed. So, um, you know, there's a picture, should be a picture on screen of that whole thing. So I guess this is technically a face reveal, even though this is not the first time I've revealed my face on the internet. So it's whatever, honestly. Um, but there we are. Me and Simon with Steve. I'm on the left. Simon's on the right. You know. Um, Simon was also in cosplay. He was imitating Uryu's school uniform sort of look, and it honestly turned out really good. I was wearing fox ears that Simon had let me borrow because I didn't really have anything, and he's like, "It'd be a shame if you go to the con and not have anything." So I had those, and it was very cute. Somebody mistook them for like shiny Eevee ears, which they are not, but they could fit that role. You know, like you can see it. Like it was cute. Anyway, sorry, I'm trying not to go on for like a million years. But yeah, we spent some time with that with him, and we got that sorted out. We also went to a couple of panels. One being a panel on asexual representation in anime, and that was a really comprehensive panel. They talked about a lot of different anime with like ace characters and stuff like that, and they even went outside of it and talked about other shows. I know Has Been Hotel was mentioned among a few other shows, um, which I love me some Has Been. I'm just good times. And they actually had a lot of really solid information about asexuality in general, so that was really really cool to see. And then we went to Steve's Q&A panel that was like right after that, um, where he was talking about basically the voice acting business and stuff. So there was a lot of cool info shared there. And yeah, it was overall, it was a really, really good time. At the end of the day, we decided that we were gonna go see Steve again. We saw him a lot that day. Because like I was like, you know what? I kind of want to pick up a print because he sells prints, like little postery type things of like, some of the characters that he's played. And the one I chose was Golden Frieza. Simon chose Uryu because he's just a real big fan, which I respect. And yeah, it was really, really cool because we got quotes written on them. I wasn't sure what I wanted to write on mine. Simon had his figured out. Um, so Steve proposed, at least for me, he proposed dealer's choice, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna welcome the chaos in my life. So he picked a quote and he wrote it on there, and Simon was like, hey, so like we might not be able to see it because blind, right? So like, would it be all right if you read them out, just so we know what it says? And instead of saying yes, instead of like just saying yeah, sure, no problem, he looks at me. Steve looks at me and he's like, you know what, Minnie, you deserve the full effect. So I'm just gonna say the line to you in character. So I got yelled at by Frieza, and it was kind of amazing. For those that can't read the picture, it says you will kneel before me, Saiyan monkey. So he said it very enthusiastically and in character, and it was fantastic. Side note, he makes a really great Frieza, but that's a topic for another time. So yeah, that was basically our experience with Anime North. The only other convention I've ever been to is the Forest City Comic Con, and I think the last time I went to that was 2018. And for those who don't know, Forest City Comic Con, that's in London, Ontario, and it's usually, I think it's gotten bigger since I went, but like it's nowhere near the scale of Anime North. I knew the Toronto Congress Center was big, but it only occurred to me after we got there that it takes up like an entire city block, if not more. It's not small. It was very, very intimidating, but slight frustrations with navigating through the sheer crowds of people aside. It was a great, great fucking day. It was absolutely worth it. Thank you so much, Simon, for convincing me to go. Um, I had a fantastic time. But yeah, it was just a really, really, really good day. So yeah, honestly, that's kind of all I had to say. I just wanted to talk about my experience at the con and just having a really good time. But for those who've been wondering, what the hell music do you have playing on stream or on not stream video right now? The song is called Overflow. It's by Useless Irving. He is my roommate, one of my best friends. Y'all have probably been hearing it on stream or on my VODs lately and stuff. Links are in the description if you want to check them out. As well, I will tag Simon's video in the description so you can hear his experience with Anime North and stuff like that. So I'm not going to waste your time any longer. What I will say though is if you're sticking around tomorrow on Twitch, 4 p.m. Eastern, it's Mario Kart Monday. So if you want to be around for that, would love to see you. Anyway, that'll be it from me. Thank you so much for listening to me ramble. I appreciate you. And I will catch you on the flip side. Peace!